Hey, all you knife fanatics out there. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new knife I'm going to show you today. And yes, I am OG Blade Reviews coming at you with all kinds of cool fixed and folding knives. Brand new today, recently out. Not sure how recently, within the last month, certainly. From Bestech, we have something called this, the Clastic, not classic, but Clastic. I'm not sure if that's got a meaning other than, a name that might merge two different words together. Horizon Machine Tools is the designer here. That's interesting. First, I had heard that name come up. However, that name is associated with a James Arnold. So we could say James designed this under the Horizon Machine Works. Sorry, not Machine Tools, Horizon Machine Works. And I may not remember or say that again throughout the whole course of the review, but I wanted to make sure that credit was given where credit is deserved. And there is a slogan from Bestech, stay sharp. And here we have a very attractive and unusual titanium handled knife in Magnacut. There it is, Magnacut. And there's Horizon's logo. Very interesting, kind of a gear going on with maybe a reflected M and an H in there somewhere. I'm not sure, but it's a cool logo. Look at the grind on this thing. Beautiful belt satin, vertical on the two main grinds, and horizontal brushed satin on the flat, and there you go again, a vertical on the swedge. This is a complex knife with a complex grind for sure. Titanium clip, not reversible. Most titanium clips are not, but there are a few out there that are. Not deep carry, got about 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to be above the pocket when it's in there, or the belt, or wherever you put it. There we have Bestech's pivot logo, and looks to be a T8. And we have T8s as near as I can squint my eyes and tell on both the hardened steel insert on the lock bar, as well as the body screws, as well as the clip screw. And that's a good thing. They've heard us, and they've stopped using T6s, at least to some degree. Beautiful knife in the hand. Got a nice ramp there for your thumb. Got a fairly grippy jimping. I'd say about 3/4 of an inch right there at the tang of the blade. Feels comfy in the hand. Thin handle that is short from top to bottom. We've got a swale in here for your fingers. We've got a very large finger groove up front. Kind of melts right into the hand nicely. You know, one thing that stands out about this is that we've got a very tall blade next to a thinner handle. Makes for an interesting look. Beautifully dropped shut on bearings. We've got two ways to open it, thumb studs and flipper tab. I'm actually able to do that with the left hand. So it is good for me as a front flipper. It's kind of angled out, but still not further ahead than the front frame of the knife. And our thumb studs work perfectly, fires very nicely. If you've got to do it, you can reverse flick it on the thumb stud. I don't like reverse flicking on a thumb stud. I'd rather use like a fuller, but that's me. Just not looking for a dozen different ways to open a knife. One or two will do me. Even actually one will do me. All right, measurement time. It is not a small knife. It's not exceedingly large, coming in at 8.5 inches with a blade right to that front point of looks like 3.65, I'm going to call it 365, cutting edge. You got two edges really of a little over 3.65 on that too. The front run of an edge is 2.5 roughly, with the back being about an inch and an eighth, something like that. Yeah, I know, I'm getting too specific, and I'm not really using a device like this to measure those the areas, those specs. Oh man. 0.54, a little on the wide side across the handle, and blade stock 0.12, and what do we got here? 3.1, I'm going to call it. Weight. Until you see, let me turn the scale on. Okay, we've got 4.7, we're going to round up, ounces. And it's fine in the hand. We got about an inch at least left over in my medium large hand. So ain't a small knife. You like larger knives over 3.5 inches, you've got it with this. You like a nice snappy action, you've got it. Can I fail it on a thumb stud? Always. Can I fail it on a front flip? Yeah. But just a little more effort and she swings out. Thumb studs swings right out nicely. I mean, just small amount of effort, it'll fail. A little bit more goes out. You're not going to have any problems with that hanging up and not locking all the way out. Speaking of the lockup, dead solid. Magnacut on the blade steel. Not sure what Bestech is advertising as their HRC. Let's hope it's 62 or better. Can only hope. And but unable to find actually specific hardnesses on Bestech's steel. If you know, let me know. Here's one, because of this complexity here with the short run on what we can only call maybe some form of Tanto or drop point. I'm just seeing geometric shapes here, trapezoid really. A clipped Tanto perhaps, but we've got flat grinds and no hollows on this knife. So it's not your typical Tanto grind where it is compound, because we've got a grind there and we've got a grind there. And boy, does it pick up fingerprints. Try to get those off for you. What I was about to show you here is a design by Kambu that was done a little while ago, actually a few years ago. And it is called the Samari. And I think Samari means something like friend, but then there was also some other associated not so nice terms, but I would assume that Kambu or Grzegorz Garbowski, Polish gentleman, very prolific designer, designs exclusively for Bestech. That Samari means something good, something good. Almost the same length, maybe slightly longer, but here I brought it out because you can see that two-step grind. But this one is smooth all the way through. So they profiled it to have that secondary point way back here. But now you have a belly, a very long gradual belly out there, and it's a much pointier knife, much narrower in here. We have something I did a review on a while ago. This is a design for CMB knives by Sebastian Irwan. It is called the Devourer. And I brought this out because, man, we've got a lot going on here too. If you see the review on this, I mean, it's insane the amount of detail that he put on this knife. And again, you've got basically kind of a clipped Wharncliffe. I don't know what you'd call it. We've got a swale going there. We've got a clip there. We got another clip there. We've got a very, very shallow belly. And it's a sharp one too, by the way. There's the CMB logo. There's Sebastian's logo there, the short little knife. And it's titanium as well, and this one is an M390. Finally, move them back out just a bit here. Fit them all in. Finally, I've got the TS144 by Night Morning Design. Another very complex ground knife. Let's see if I can get some light on it. It's got one of those, that definitely is a hollow on that one, and a flat. So interesting compare here. Two way different profiles on the blade for sure, but in some ways similar, just in the approach of all that angularity. I mean, everything here except for this thumb ramp is a straight angle. But here you've got a little bit of a swoop, got a straight, got a little bit of a belly in front there, and then a straight there, and you've got hollow and flat on that one. And you've got a bit of a finger choil there. Lots of nice milling on these knives, lots of detail. And we've got like a fishbone thing going on here with the Samari. Beautiful knives. They're some of the favorites of the collection, and I've got too many to even speak of. Let's put the other compares away. We'll bring out one final compare just for size, the Rat 1. So it is Rat 1 sized. The Rat 1 coming in ever so slightly, like 1/8 of an inch or so longer overall. And the blade just about the same. So that's your Rat 1 compare for those that needed it. Need your Rat 1 fix. So a light feeling knife, nicely contoured in the handle, I would say. So the thickness of roughly 0.54, 0.55 is not going to bother you, because it's also very short top to bottom in here. So lots of room for your fingers. I'm glad, as a matter of fact, that they made it as wide as they did. Backspacer, about a half backspacer. It locks up on a front pin. There are no internal stop pins. It's an exposed stop pin there. We've got the jimping. We've got very nice, not too sharp thumb studs. Bestech just does an incredible job on all their knives and all their OEM work as well. You probably want to know if it's sharp, so let me just do that before we leave. Fresh piece of computer printer paper. And I'm going to try this edge first and see what we got there. Okay, well, let's just do it there. Yeah. Again, it's in the technique. Yeah, it's got a good edge on it. It's just me trying to push it through instead of slice it through. But how does it feel to the finger? Probably more your mirror polished edge than anything that's toothy. And you can certainly fix that with just a little bit of stropping or a ceramic rod, light diamond grit, 1,000 grit even, if you could match the grind. Normally I don't change the grind. I go with the factory grind for the edge bevel when I resharpen the first couple of times. I don't do the rope cutting and the cardboard cutting and stuff. There are guys that do that extremely well, and I leave it to them. So check them out. Right now, you're going to see my logo right here. If you click on it and you haven't subscribed, you'll have a link where you can subscribe to the channel, and I hope you do. Coming up there in subscribers, hit 10,000 recently, a fair amount over that now, and hope to keep growing. Yeah, and I hope you come back. Don't forget to give this vid a like and subscribe. See you soon, and stay safe.